Yeti not connected. Now it's connected, and we are back in here. Whoa, 1 second there. Octopath Traveler, farewell to tranquility. You are rocking out a little bit too hard and a little too loud for my taste. What is up, everybody? Welcome. It is a Tuesday night scrim kind of stream. I am your host, Radio Free Rod, broadcasting live here from the last known bastion of humanity, Lijiang Tower, aka the Overwatch contest map that nobody else will tell you about. We are here broadcasting live, more or less ready and willing to check out all of our fantastic Overwatch comp team plus one tryout, flex their muscles, and show dead on arrival here what we have to say about that. We are live with a brand new season that just dropped today. Season 18 for Overwatch is now live with the introduction of a brand new tank, a couple of buffs, a couple of nerfs, no additional map changes, but quite a couple of good changes, I would say. Yeah, hope you all are doing well. Let me go ahead and dial up some music and get this thing appropriately started. We are just getting ready to get our scrims ready and on the way. The last team is currently getting their final member in, and it looks like we will be getting started in just 1 second. Let's go ahead and dial up the midnight and get you guys some tunes to listen to. Hopefully you are doing well. I cannot stress how thankful I am for you to be joining me whenever you are, wherever you happen to be listening to this, whether you're listening to it right now, in the future, in the past. Do you have a DeLorean? Have you time traveled and you're listening to this? Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead. There we go. I hope that these sounds are coming through relatively decent. They should be. I hope they are. Oh, also, let me bring my mic a little bit closer here. That might help too. Alrighty, I think we're almost good to go. I think we're all set. We won't be able to hear game sounds until we get properly in this game, and then I won't even know then until I check with you guys, but hopefully we will be able to know. Alright, perfect. So I've got the midnight playing. Let's cut that down just a tad, and we are getting set. So let's go over the first couple of things that we do need to talk about real quick. Oh, thank you for the follow, Lil Beat Boop. I actually love that name, Lil Beat Boop. I love that. Thank you for the follow, Landon. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We here at Exile, thank you so much. I'm Radio Free Rod. Thank you so much for the follow, and thank you for tuning into the broadcast. We're gonna jump in game right now, apparently. I don't think we'll be... I don't know if they've agreed whether or not Malga will be available to play. I wouldn't expect him to be, considering that he's not playable via competitive nature. Oh, where the hell is my... What? There it is. Ooh. But wherever you are, wherever you happen to be listening to this, thank you. Malga is a tank that came out earlier. I want to say about it feels like, I want to say a month, but a month feels like way longer than what it initially was. Should I just say a few weeks ago is when he initially got a kind of a proto test release. There was a lot of, I won't say backlash, but I'll say really fair criticism in regards to how Malga felt. Malga's overall feel as a tank was he was a little too fleshy, a little too gummy. A lot of times he would wander outside of enemy or team periphery, and as long as the team was willing to jump on him, he didn't really have a smart way to defend himself. The overall heartsteel ability that he had wasn't that strong, and his run, while okay, didn't really do too much, especially because at the time a Sombra could hack him right out of it and it didn't even matter. So Blizzard redid him a little bit, took about 75% of his health, and no, not 75%, forgive me, about 25% of his health, and adjusted it to be armor, so he's a little bit tankier, a little bit beefier. The armored health values drop, I want to say, at about a 60% or maybe 35% chance of falling. Like it doesn't hurt as much when he initially takes the hits. I'll also have to make sure I cut that off because I don't have streamer mode disabled. Forgive me. You should not be able to hear that. Bam, boom. Adjust. Streamer mode should be enabled. There we go. I think we should be good to go. And if not, then I'll just disable the sounds. Also, there was a lot of adjustments needed to his kit. He currently wields 2 large miniguns. One, when it's held on, concentrated long enough, it sets a target on fire, and the other one causes criticals to anything that is on fire. Ooh, and we're going ahead and getting started. Let me stop yapping about changes that we have seen and jump on into these new 2 teams that we have going on here. On the Exile side, we have Lon Flamingo, our current tryout. She is having a tryout with our lads, and unfortunately she's going to get kind of swallowed up by this really, really oppressive force from Dead on Arrival, who is currently making their way into Exile's home base. They've got a nice line of log up here, moving in forward, and they need to hold back, coming back with just a little bit of pressure. That's good. And Exile has been able to rally, get their forces back up there. Now they're back at a full stack of 5, and now they're making the push back. We have Nicholas on Lucio, who's currently Cooper, our tank, who's currently on Ramatra, and Panda, who's doing healing duty as well on Ana, and Raven, Bambi on Reaper, trying to find his way to just get in and get some sort of poking ability on the enemy team. They're doing their best to try and work their way through and around this kind of area and get to the point and put pressure on the enemy team. But unfortunately, Little Beat Boop managing to put that big old hammer to work and actually cause a disruption in the Exile team timeline, bringing down both Bambi and Nicholas, their support and their main defense. Panda unfortunately isn't able to get away, and now it's Cooper on their own as they're being left with it and being brought down. We have ourselves a small kind of preemptive team wipe. Good stuff from Dead on Arrival, absolutely. Cannot complain about that. Bambi extending just a little bit too far, and Dead on Arrival says, we're going to make you pay for it. If you stick your nose out, we're going to cut it off. Exile needs to kind of rally, stick together, be a little bit more focused, maybe get a different kind of a team lineup here. And there's that team lineup change that I was just thinking about right there, as your Raven has swapped over to Bastion. Moving in, let's go ahead and stop into Raven's eyes. He's going to go ahead and toss down as much damage as possibly can, but that counter from Mjolnir was absolutely scouted. He tosses down his own ultimate and deals all of that incoming damage from Bastion, so he doesn't have to worry about any of that. The wall up coming up from that, and the double May freeze. Oh, it's getting mighty chilly in here, mighty chilly. As 2 May ults go down, and Mjolnir unfortunately isn't going to be able to stand up to the might of a full-on Bastion once it's got to turn spin. Hammer is coming down, and Lil Beat Boop manages to tack down 2, brings down the Bastion, and stalls for enough time to make sure that Cooper is brought down. Cooper is taken out of the equation, and now it is Lon Flamingo on her own. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to stand up, and they have an objective secure. Dead on Arrival has managed to bring a nice staggering win for that first round. 100% with no touchy whatsoever. No touchy, says Dead on Arrival. This is our point. Keep your toes off of it, all right? Keep your toes away from it. What I want to see from the Exile team, if we want to go ahead and make a little bit of some not so smart play calling here. Lord knows I am not of the competitive mind when it comes to calling Overwatch matches. I just, hey, that looks cool. That's a cool move. I would like to think that maybe we might want to change up the healing just a tad. That would be my only guess. I see Panda has kind of gone from Ana to Baptiste. Nicholas is remaining on Lucio, perhaps to get the speed boost that they desperately need. Your Raven has also swapped to Symmetra, so we can get some defense-oriented nature on the point here. And that's really about it. No, Cooper has gone to Sigma. Let's see what can be done here. Hopefully that first round loss has not frazzled the competitive team. Let's go ahead and push that. Go ahead and find. We are not afraid of you. Teleport direct to point, and the enemy team has the exact same ideas. Unfortunately, it looks like Cooper has a little overextended his Little Beat Boop. Says this hammer is rated E for everyone. I'm swinging the hammer and bringing it down and beat bonking everybody that I can see. That is crazy. Little Beat Boop. Working that hammer like old John Henry. Let's see what we can do here. All right, another change into the lineup for Exile. Nicholas has gone to Mercy. We are doing some trade-offs here from damage buffs to healing buffs, to damage buffs to healing buffs. And right now they're a little bit cornered in. They just want to try and work their way around and move into the point. Unfortunately, Dead on Arrival is doing a really phenomenal job keeping them boxed out. Unfortunately, they kept Mjolnir boxed out just a little bit, and he was going to pay for it. And Lil Beep Boop has managed to show them exactly what needs to be done. But what a beautiful save from Nick Cooper there, who managed to pull Lil Beep Boop out of the rush. But there is nothing stopping them right now, as Dead on Arrival is absolutely making a play of the game one after another with these perfectly timed shatters, these beautiful, beautiful wide arc swings that I'm seeing from Lil Beep Boop, and of course with the walls from their Mei, and it's just really phenomenal. We've got to see them really rally and do something if they want to make some moves on this. I'm not too sure what kind of coaching would be required or what kind of information that would need to be said to try and get this thing going. Cooper managing to snag one. He manages to bring down Mjolnir. Manages two. Brings down the Baptista. Now he brings down three as he takes down Lucio. And now four now for Cooper. Count them. 4 kills. And Exile is on the board, finally, right here, and they are standing strong, standing together, and standing bold. Let's see how they look on the defensive end, okay? We'll stay on Cooper for now and see exactly how a Sigma tank handles this. Sees the teleporter coming, but that looks like it might have just been a vent. And they go for the ram charge, unfortunately. The Mei manages to toss down one of her shots. They tag and bring down Cooper. They formulated and enter together as a team. Raven managing to pop off the last of his ult and shoot down at least 2 of them, but it is not going to be enough as Team Dead on Arrival is back on the point and getting that 81% clicking upwards ever so gently. It is a formidable fight that I'm seeing right now for these guys. Froggy's walls right now are absolutely horrendous. Oh, and another beautiful hammer right in their back line. And it looks like Nicholas is unfortunately going to be out for the count as Little Beep Boop manages to keep pushing in and does some more damage. He brings down Raven, Froggy brings down Flamingo, Mjolnir brings down Panda, and Froggy brings down Cooper, pulling the team kill, kind of, sort of, like I'll call it a dirty team kill, almost. Kind of like how in Dungeons & Dragons, if you roll a natural 20, you're good, but if you roll like something that gets you to 20, I always call that a dirty 20. So getting a team kill that's not like officially recognized, I always call it a dirty team kill. Really nice though. Good stuff from Dead on Arrival. They are playing consistently. They are playing together as a unit. I noticed that their play style, when they're synced together, they hardly ever move without being within, say, like 2 or 3 bodies within sight of another. A lot of times, and I see Froggy absolutely utilizing the Mei walls to cut off and isolate members of Exile in order to try and keep them off of the or out of each other's assistance. In order to do that, they find and isolate, which is absolutely something that you got to do. We've got some minor changes that are happening here to the front line. We've got Raven going Sombra, Lon Flamengo, she's decided to go Farah, it looks like. Nicholas to Mercy. Cooper jumping into the ruling shoes or ruling feats that is Doomfist. I don't think Doomfist wears shoes. Can we get a quick check on that? Is he barefoot? I can't tell. I can't. Hold still. I can't. No, we ain't gonna be one of them kind of channels. This ain't the Doomfist feet channel. I'm sorry, we can't do that. No Doomfist feet on stream. Can't do that. Unless you tip it. No, stop. Looks like we might have ourselves a little Doomfist fight to the finish, as Lil Beep Boop has also got... Oh. Pizza? Let's also pay attention to the fact that Spawn FL has gone to Nigeta. We've got Buki Shadik who has gone to Ana. Froggy has swapped from Mei to Genji, and Mjolnir has gone from Symmetra to Tracer. Very, very cool. This is I'm trying to understand what this team comp is. Could it be kind of a blend of brawl and dive? Because this isn't all dive. It's a little bit of poke, it's a little bit of dive, a little bit of everything. Just kind of throwing out what we can here. Starting with a kind of a dual blend of offense here from Exile as they both show from the ground with Cooper trying to kind of move forward, do some adjustments, actually get some of these teammates kind of booped and beeped and moved from one side to the other. We've also got Raven managing to try and hack their way into different areas. Moving looks good. We get to that's Mjolnir. Let's jump to Cooper. Currently getting swamped a bit right now. He's unfortunately kind of going to get swallowed up. We're not going to be able to get enough heals for him. Let's go to your Ravens, who is doing their best. Tries to hack that Tracer, but Tracer managing to teleport right out of there. He's going to need some healing as soon as possible if he's going to make the most of it. Hacks that Genji, but unfortunately he's going to get brought down by that Genji at the same time. Nicholas managing to bring back Cooper from the dead. Doomfist is aiming on point, doing Despero for the dive, pushes that Brigitte back, trying to wipe that healing off the board and get as much life as he possibly can here. Disrupts that Ana, but Ana counters back and says, no, 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 you will be going to sleep right now. We've been detected, and we're going to your Raven, who manages to bring in the hack, hacks Froggy, but Froggy puts up that sword, starts initiating those counters, and unfortunately we're going to have to dive out of there before we get killed and get our toe tagged by that Doomfist. There's no way that a 200 hit point Sombra is going to be able to stand up to a full-on punch from a Doomfist. Let's head to the skies right now and stick with Mon Flamengo, and she's doing her best to put as much pain into the team's opposition field as she possibly can. She is laying down, has two absolutely open field, and has the ultimate ready and dialed up. We just need a little bit of healing and another. Just got to get away perfect. We just need another boost on those rockets and we'll be okay. Get to the sky and just throw down that ult if we possibly can here. Oh no, we're a little bit too far back. And we don't have. Oh, we don't have any good time. That Doomfist came at us and held our breath right now. Managed to bring down Little Beatboot with a very well-played shot. Managed to bring down that Ana with another beautiful well-played shot. Dang! And Lon Flamengo is putting on a clinic right now. Go Lon Flamengo! Let's go, baby! Good stuff from the tryout. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Of course, without support from Nicholas, that could not have been possible between the juggling that Nicholas has been doing, the damage buff, the heal buff. It's all been absolutely insane. Moving back to Cooper, who is currently keeping an eye pressed on that fine line here. Doomfist recently just got a buff in regards to the ultimate that he does right now. Once Doomfist is in the air, he recovers some of his health, which he previously did not do. Oh, and that was a very well-timed ultimate from Lon Flamengo, who manages to just kind of get like a oopsie surprise here. I'm in your face, shoving bunches of missiles and stuff in there. And Lon Flamengo providing some beautiful support and tossing it down on Mjolnir and bringing them out of the fight. With Raven with the hack and the combo, we are back in business. And it looks like Exile has taken the lead right now. Good stuff, everyone. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Let's jump over to Raven and see what we can look and view through the eyes of a Sombra, of an enemy hacker. Right now, Raven is trying their best. Looks like they're going to try and solidify this, or isolate this, I almost got into Sombra. This Ana here and do something, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to do it. The Brigitte has her back entirely. Moving in, trying to hack this Doomfist. Brought down. Very, very nice. That was a little bit scary right now. Pops the EMP, stays on the Brigitte and brings it down. Jumping over to the Ana, bringing them down, and Pendab and all of them. Oh, super close to that Tracer ult. Almost died because of it. Trying to find that Tracer, but she manages to teleport away, and that is absolutely A-okay. Moving to 75% and pushing upwards as much as we possibly can here. Let's go! King Palacios, how you doing, buddy? XCL got me bricked up. How are you doing, good buddy? It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, my man? Is everything good? We have 3 people pushing in. Nope, 4 people pushing in. And unfortunately, Nicholas has gone down as Mercy. We're going to need a lot more unilateral healing right now, especially to the Farah, and especially to the Goofus, is going to be kind of some double duty here. But luckily with that teleport, we might be able to get that done. There's some beautiful healing going on from Panda as he's doing his best to keep Cooper topped up and satisfied as we can hold on to the point as much as they can. They have to let it go in order to just kind of wait for their healers to get back, and it's not going to be doing it, and Panda holds on and unfortunately goes down, and so does Cooper. We are jumping over to Lawn Flamengo, who is doing her best. She wants to try and get in on that point. We might have enough time to touch. We have an ultimate dialed up and ready. We just have to time this right so we don't get immediately devoured on the end. We got almost fell off of the edge there. Hold on, it was Justice raining from above. We managed to bring down 1, 2, and Mjolnir managing to bring down Lawn Flamengo, but Cooper answers back, brings down Mjolnir, and Genji pops the ult. Cooper, I think, is the last one on the point who was holding out for a hero, holding out for hope, and we have a 1v. Oh no! I don't know if Cooper could have stayed up. Oh no, he couldn't have stayed up there because we would have taken the point. We've got to get back onto the point, and they're fighting on it. It is absolutely desperate. Nicholas, unfortunately, is going to get brought down as Raven brings down Froggy. We're going to still keep holding out. We are moving in, and Panda is going to eat some wall as Lawn Flamengo is doing her best to shoot down that Kiriko, but unfortunately, she's going to fall. And oh, they managed to got it. Oh, dead on arrival, taking it in a 3-0 sweep. Absolutely killer game. Oh my goodness. My word. Lil Beat Boop. I gotta definitely give some props to Lil Beat Boop. First for the name, and second for all the really wonderful rhyme plays that were done here tonight. It's absolute clinic right now with that hammer. Lil Beat Boop telling them if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening. XEL, you gotta respect me. An absolutely killer opening round there. Absolutely. Need some water. All them plays is making me thirsty. Oh, I also realized I might have to move. I didn't realize until now I might have to move my my little avatar there because I think I block some stuff when I'm there. Once the next round starts, I'll adjust. That was crazy. Perdona me, forgive me if you guys can hear that. Hopefully you are all doing well. Thank you again for joining us tonight for the stream. You could have been anywhere in the world and you decided to come here and hang out right here with us. Forgive me. I thought there was no, my fault. Looks like we're heading to our first escort map of the night. It is Rialto. Forgive me, guys. I have to make a couple of small adjustments. I think I'm going to go ahead and try and make those adjustments now. How are you? I hope you are doing well wherever you are, whenever you happen to be listening to this. Hopefully things are good for you. I cannot complain. Things are going more than well here. Oh, and here we are. We are headed into Rialto. Let's go ahead and grab that one, and I think we'll be good to go once that's done. Yep, perfect. That is done. Forgive me, guys. I'm sorry to do this. Whenever you step away from streaming for so long, there's always some sort of new update or some kind of adjustment or thing that's happened that you're like, oh no, I didn't account for that. I have to make this change here and do this thing there. There we go. Okay. So right now we are. All right. Good. Back. Oh, and I need to check the. Hold on, I have to go into somebody's. Yes, I am. Let me move this here. There we go. That way you'll be able to see the ammo count and all that. For some people it's not important, but for some other people it is very important. And making a minor adjustment like that is no big deal. So, escort. You guys have seen it before. You know the score. We have to take this payload here and move it along the track, past the bridge in the opening Grand Hotel, past the mezzanine and the big opening flower square to here. We cross the big bridge, past the Opera House. We don't gotta go through there. We have to go around through here, past the, what do you call these things? The gondola port, I suppose. And right here to this next little opera right there. And then once through here, we have to move through here, up the Grand Thoroughfare, down the right lane, and into the big art gallery where the payload has to be delivered. On Scrims, they play, I believe they play until they can't push it anymore, or until the defending team manages to make the stop. So say if the first opening team only manages to get it to say about, say here, in regular competitive, they would need to get it to this point to get the win. But in Scrims, we want to play for as long as we can to get as much practice as we possibly can. So once it hits this point, it can kind of be considered a win, but they will keep going after that. Okay, let's go ahead and have a quick little look. It looks like Dead on Arrival is going to be starting off on defense. We have Mjolnir on Tracer, Froggy on Genji. Lil Beat Boop has gone to Winston, the scientist monkey. Spawn FL has stayed on Brigitte, and Buki Shadik is on Ana. Lon Flamingo has chosen Echo for opening offense. Nicholas is staying on Mercy. Uraven on Widow, and Cooper on Sigma, and Panda on Ana. I'm blanking on names right now. Is this game giving me some sort of weird, like, memory issues or something? Possibly. I know for a fact that Overwatch sometimes causes a lot of bodily and, like, health issues. Some strange movement here, or maybe because they're dealing with the Tracer there on the backline. That has to be it. Let's go back to the backline real fast and we'll keep a quick peek here. 2 seconds. Called the wrong person. Right now, we've got Mjolnir, who is doing their best to harass that back line, but unfortunately, he's going to have to kind of go back and readjust because, unfortunately, Lil Beat Boop has gone down and Froggy has gone down, as well as Buki Shadik. And Spawn FL, XEL is moving quite comfortably in this little opening gambit. I'm wondering if they're going to make any kind of adjustments. But Mjolnir showing that he is not ready to go silently into that good night. We have managed to take down your Raven, and it looks like Exile is going back to try and deal with him, and Mjolnir managing to be as slippery as a worm as he worms his way into another fresh health there. No offense there, Mjolnir. Worms are awesome. We are moving in forward, and unfortunately, Mjolnir is going to be continually harassing the back line. A very good Tracer is going to definitely do that. You have to dive that back line. If that enemy, if your team is not willing to turn around and deal with the opening threats, it could be exponentially bad. But currently, XEL is doing a really phenomenal job in dealing with everything that they're being thrown at here. They're showing they're absolutely not afraid of Mjolnir or this Tracer. Tracer, unfortunately, going to be brought down by Cooper, as Lon Flamingo, she has gone ahead and put on the steel toe boots and shield of Brigitte and move forward to push this enemy team back and gain as much ultimate as they possibly can. She has gone ahead and popped it, gets a little bit of extra health on there, and the real Brigitte, Spawn FL, answers back. Unfortunately, Cooper is going to answer back on his own here and pop his own, or get popped by Ana with the ult there. And unfortunately, we're going to kind of get dialed back in here as we kind of push through this little choke point. Moving forward, we kind of got to turn around here and deal with this Winston who are diving our back line. We need to try and focus down, brings down that Genji. Still having to deal with Mjolnir, who is currently being a thorn in the side of XEL, sticking around, showing up in the places where they just aren't expecting him to. Making another dive to the back line, keeping Exile's focus turned around and back, but unfortunately, with every single step that Dead on Arrival seems to make whenever they make that dive to the back line, they're paying for it because XEL is just chewing them up and throwing them back out as soon as they manage to show up. And it looks like they're still making the heavily contest. It is down to 1 minute and 10, and they still have not taken the first point. Dead on Arrival is doing a phenomenal job of keeping this payload contested and absolutely bargaining with. They have feet on that point at all times. It's almost like a war of attrition or a death by 1,000 cuts here, as XEL is trying their best to find a way to get into this point and make sure that they can do something with it. Froggy, unfortunately, is going to get brought down, but that is a fair and even trade because Mjolnir has brought down Lon Flamingo, and it looks like Nicholas is going to bring Lon Flamingo back from the dead, and Nicholas is going to get that trade off because unfortunately he's going to get killed by Mjolnir, and Mjolnir staying in their back line, finally managing to get it brought down in a combo sweep, and your Raven Tracer ult or Tracer shot themselves. We have a double DPS on a pop-off right now. Much like Dante and Virgil of Devil May Cry, we have two Devil Trigger states that have been opened up and are currently going through. Lon Flamingo managing to get the Echo ultimate off and copying Ana, and Little Beat Boop managing to finally get brought down, but unfortunately, look at this, just staggering in at the perfect opportunity, keeping this team healthy and alive. Dead on Arrival has not given up any sort of yield on this point. They will not give up the ghost. They are staying and keeping this thing contested, and it is not moving. Now, Exile is not dying, but they are also not making any sort of push. They need to get some offensive kind of dialed in here, and unfortunately, they're going to get eaten up on this last little point here. What a absolutely brave effort by Nicholas to make the dive and try and get to save, but he's not going to be able to do it. My goodness. What a round one. Holy. Sheesh. I don't think I've ever seen I won't lie, I have seen, it is rare to see a team fight so consistently and so hard to oppose a point. That was something. What a fight. My goodness. I want to kind of go back, because how far did they go? 97, and I think they have to go a full 98 to get there. They are practically, look at the amount of space that's there. Wow. Look at that. They were right there, and they couldn't make the push. Hats off to that team. Hats off to Dead on Arrival. That's incredible. Wow. I'm baffled. I am wowed right now. Absolute tremendous effort for that scrim, and that is what we want. We need teams that can test us. We need teams that can actively contest us and show us exactly how rough it can be. You know, a team that can actually challenge and fight and you know, actively, like I said, just challenge you. That's something. You never want to show to scrims and have it be easy. You can't. Something like that is something that you need to kind of learn from. Okay, I'm sure that Valentine is probably in their team chat as their coach, and just being like, okay, this is what I saw, this is what I need to see more of, this is what I want to see less of. Do this, change that, look out for this in the next round, good luck, go get them. Alright, and with the next opening gambit, we have round 2 starting, as Dead on Arrival begins making the mosey down the point. They haven't changed, no, they have not changed their team lineup at all, it looks like. They are still rocking the same old, but it looks like Cooper has gone from Sigma to Diva. Your Raven managing to bring down Lil Beat Boop with help from Cooper, as well as Nicholas. Buki Shadik has managed to bring down Raven, and Lon Flamingo manages to trade with that as she brings down Mjolnir. We've still got some health and exchange in the back, and I'm not sure if Nicholas is going to go for the respawn point right now. Probably not. Raven probably stated, nah, don't worry about it. I'm Tracer. I can go ahead and zip over there in the meantime. Keep that spawn, or that respawn open for somebody else. We see Lon Flamingo making a small dive, bringing some distractions to the enemy team, keeping them off of the point and drawing them back just a little bit, making sure that there's not a lot of space being traded at all between these teams here. Let's dive into the look of Cooper, who is currently piloting Diva's mech, Doki. As Doki trying to move in, we see, let's get out of that. Hold on, wait 1 second, we have to, there we go. Alright, I wanted to find a third-person view so it wasn't too motion sicknessy right there. Cooper managing to find out. Lon Flamingo brings down 2 people. It looks like both of their backline healers. Very nice. As Cooper goes in and moves in with the Diva oppression, with the offense there. Forgive me for stuttering there, everybody. A good hold off here with 2 minutes 15 left to go. Currently, Exile is looking absolutely phenomenal, doing a really solid hold up here as the change in strategy and the change in defensive options has managed to keep them well and secure. We're currently sitting on a full stack of ultimates from Team Exile, so they are more than willing to kind of take this back in, do whatever they need to do in order to dial back in, and just take the kills that they can get. They don't have to show their hands, like my grandpa said, you do not have to play an ace when a 2 will do. Currently, they are getting as many kills as they possibly can without the need for having to throw out an ultimate. Cooper utilizing D.Va's momentum and mobility to its fullest effect here, going from the ground floor to the second floor, getting kills on either side with support both from Mercy and his DPS moving in. It's absolutely very consistent and solid defensive-oriented game here from Exile. Very, very nice, guys. Very, very nice. Looking forward, let's go ahead and jump into Lon Flamengo's view and see what she's got to do here. This is a trial that we have for tonight's scrim on an Exile. We are taking flight and moving away. Sticking around next to a Genji as a 200 health character is definitely not healthy. She has eyes currently on this Mjolnir who's attempting to... we have a Genji ult that is currently going. Let's go to Wild View and see what we can get here. We've got a shutdown from Lon, Flamengo, and Cooper who bring down both of their backline healers, but unfortunately Froggy's going to bring down Panda. We have Mjolnir who is currently bringing down Nicholas, and we have a bit of a wipe going on, unfortunately, as Raven is the last to kind of stand up. He needs that help. Unfortunately, he's going to die right in front of it as Cooper manages to make the dive. He has the ultimate dialed up and ready with 28 seconds left to go. If he can get the stop right here, it'll be well worth it. We have the ult. Let's just see. We got to wait for the timing here. Can't use it. We got to wait for the perfect kind of time to use it. You don't want to burn out too quick. Oh, and there's the Brig ultimate, the initial counter as they initiate the contest. He wears down the shield, and unfortunately isn't going to be able to bring down anybody with that as Mjolnir and Lil Bibu bring down their healers, as well as Raven, and Cooper's going to get forced out of mech, and unfortunately they're going to make that payload point and get to the next set. Oh my goodness. Almost. Team Dead on Arrival managing to pull that one out of the fire and keep this team consistent. Like I said before, just because the payload was supposed to end and make the win here, we do not conclude with that. We keep going until the payload either hits the end of its track or the timer wears down. As Dead on Arrival moves forward, boldly forward, let's go on ahead and jump in just a little bit further. We're going to hop into Nicholas's views. We have not checked our favorite support here as we pop ult and move forward. Let's see if we can find somebody. Nicholas managing to get to... Wait. There we go. Nicholas managing to get to the team. Tossing as many full heals on as we possibly can. Getting that res on Panda to get some assistance on the res. And Cooper managing to bring down both Ana and... I can't see who else managed to kill. Genji pops that ult and gets a nice 3-for-1 slice on Panda, Flamengo, and Nicholas. Oh my goodness. I almost didn't even see the sword swing there. It's like he just popped the ult and then 3 people just died. You got to stop shooting that gun in the face of the Genji. Oh my goodness. Payload manages to hit second point. Forgive me as I take a hint of water here. Heading up top, we're going to, let's jump into Cooper's mindset here as we kind of push together and try and get the hold off here. No need to be discouraged, guys. We still have a full-on round to try and keep them out of the final point of the payload here. Do what you can, adjust where you need to, and let's just see get a couple of stops here on this. We've got a double ult pop here, the Ana onto the Brig. The Brig, unfortunately, is going to be brought down, as well as Panda. It's not going to be able to make that as Cooper's doing their best to try and find some sort of semblance here, to look for some sort of targets, as Lon Flamengo manages to get a nice 2-for-1 Tracer ult kill on the enemy Tracer and the enemy Brig, and get a cleanup on Frogger. Lil Beep is going to bring down your Raven and Bastion, and now it is currently a 2v1 situation. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if Lon Flamengo is going to be able to stay up there, but it's totally, absolutely okay. That shield managing to protect Lon Flamengo as Cooper manages to wipe down the rest of the enemy team as the enemy team shows back up again. Absolutely crazy stuff going on right now, man. Oh, jeez. Oodalali. We see a tank switch right now coming from Dead on Arrival's side. Lil Beep Boop going to Ramatra, probably to counter the Winston bubble that's going down there. Ramatra is able to kind of change his stance, go from a casting mage to a brutal brawler, and punch directly through the shield that Winston puts up. Winston, unfortunately, going to get slept as he tries to dive the back line. He makes a couple of consistent ones, pops ult to get his health back, and starts menacing that absolute trajectory. Unfortunately, he may have moved a couple of people out of sight of the... oh, no, he did not. Raven managing to tag down the Ana as he tries to chase down that Genji. Nope, gonna let him kind of hang in the breeze and hold back as they wait to see exactly what else they need to do. Let's jump back to... We haven't been on Raven yet. Oh, yeah, we have. Well, let's stay on Raven right now as we kind of await this final push. Actually, let's go to full third-person view. There we go. Or aerial view, rather, as we have the Dead on Arrival team managing to make their way, get that final push, and do their best to try and get an answer back and get a nice 3-0. Ooh, and here comes Froggy with that Genji sword. He's absolutely been devastating with that thing so far. Little Beep Boop managing to bring down Nicholas, and that sword, unfortunately, is going to have to get put away as Buki Shadiq, lamp is being brought down by Lon Flamingo, and we have a nice 2, 3, 4, 5 people on Dead on Arrival's side, moving that payload forward. Exile is going to have one opportunity to make this last kind of push attempt here and get this stop going. There's no need to get discouraged, guys. We have Lon Flamingo, who's gone ahead and stepped into the all-killing robotic shoes of Ramatra, and she's trying to find her way, get some fielding, get some energy, and pop that ultimate to try and get everybody off of the point. It just, we can't delay it for too long here, otherwise, yep, that ultimate's going to go away. It's going to be held out just a little bit too long. Cooper diving very far back into the enemy back line. Unfortunately, he's going to get eaten up here, and unfortunately, ooh, and there's the true Ramatra ult, as it looks like Dead on Arrival has managed to push their way to victory, to a nice 3-0 draw game. Well, not a draw game, but you know, very nice, well played from both teams. Absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, what a game. And who snagged that play of the game for today? Lon Flamingo! Hey! What we do, Lon Flamingo? Show us. That double stuck? Yeah, that was sick. Very good stuff. And the final close on Froggy as well. Excellent. Very good stuff. What a showing from both teams. That round one contest was insane. Holy. I'm wondering if we're heading to New Queen Street now, or if this is just what it kind of rolled over to. An absolutely phenomenal set of games there. Okay. Let's go ahead. I think we're sticking on push for the final round, or not final round, for the third round. So we've done control point, we've done escort, and now we're doing push. That only leaves hybrid as well as flashpoint for the last two matches after that. So we've kind of hit the midway point as far as we're concerned here at this little last point. Alrighty. Moving forward. Let's see. Where were we? Push, for those who don't know, for those who do. This is our good friend Roy the robot. Roy the robot needs to get these barricades down a certain length of track to get all the way. Think of this almost like a bit of a tug of war, or maybe a seesaw kind of thing, where these two opposite barricades here need to be moved from one side to the other. So blue barricade has to work its way all the way down this track, hit that midway point here, at which point a better kind of spawn will open up, and then push the remaining amount all the way to the end of this track, and whoever gets theirs to the end of their own respective track manages to win. The map itself is completely identical on either side, one facing left and one facing right, and yeah, that's all that you really kind of need to know. Excuse me, forgive me. I not mean to make rude noises there over the mic.
3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks.
Alrighty. Objective as unlocked, and we have a team. Have we seen any differences here? Yeah, it looks like Lil Beep Boop has gone to Junker Queen. Mjolnir has jumped to I always forget her name. Sojourn. Froggy has remained on. Ooh, let's see this. Got a couple of good, interesting matches here. Your Raven managing to jump back into the somber role here. Cooper and Panda, unfortunately, are going to be able to get brought down, and it looks like Dead on Arrival is moving forward. They sense a little bit of blood in the water here with the solo remaining Nicholas, and unfortunately, he's going to get devoured. The last remaining holdout here is going to be Your Raven, who manages to stick away from the enemy team and not get found out as we kind of wait for the rally and get together. Raven's ideal call here is to try and poke their back line, get some hacks, get a couple of quick isolated kills if they can find them, and go from there. Now we're going to move to Flamingo, who's jumping into, it looks like Lil Beep Boop's face, manages to get kind of a signature strike on Lil Beep Boop, but Lil Beep Boop is covered right now as far as healing goes. The Lucio heals as well as the heals from Ruki Shadiq are absolutely maintaining their own. In case you don't know, Junker Queen has her own kind of self-source of healing, where for every sort of knife hit that she does, she carries around a Bowie knife that she's able to stab people with and throw at people, and for every time that she lands a hit, she draws a tick of damage and is able to heal back. So the more melee-oriented and melee-focused that she is, she's able to get that back. She also has a signature shield that allows her to boost and get a couple extra damage here. Oh, that was a very, very clutch shield up from Nicholas, who managed to drop that tracer and put that shield up just in time to prevent the ultimate from coming down. Another nice kill from Nicholas, who manages to bring down their other healer, and Cooper tags down Lil Beep Boop, and XZL is in control, and they have back the bot. The bot is finally made it past the enemy team's midway point, and they are currently going to be pushing their way down the lane here. Let's jump over to Cooper, see if he's got any sort of eyes on anything. Nope. I thought Exile was going to be pushing forward just a little bit further, but it looks like they're going to be sticking together, drawing back, looking out for spaces, scouting, looking around, seeing exactly who we have here. Got a couple of problems here because we've got some contests coming from this top window here. Froggy is brought down by Nicholas, and we've got, let's dip into the eyes of Panda, who is currently laying down as much healing as they potentially can right now. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I did not notice that Long Flamingo, she's gone ahead and gone to Genji. Let's go! With a nice signature. Oh, that was super frightening. I got super scared. Unfortunately, Long Flamingo, she was not able to move quickly enough to save Ana, but she was quick enough to bring down both the Lucio and the enemy tank. And it looks like XCL is going to keep moving forward. We've got 4 people on point right now. We're moving past the halfway point, and they've taken over the lead with that. Really good stuff. Good stuff. Moving forward, Panda's going to have a long way to run. That's okay. Meteor strike coming down. I have no idea if Cooper knows about the Doomfist health regen on his ult now. Maybe I'll ask Val afterwards if they know, or maybe there's a certain kind of strategy that I'm not seeing to not coming down quickly enough. It looks like they managed to kind of turn this around pretty strongly. Hey, look at that now. That is absolutely killer. Good stuff, XZL. Very nice push. Yeah, they're not going quietly into this dark night. We got some answers here on our own, they said. Moving forward, we've got ourselves a nice. Let's jump to the team of Dead on Arrival here. I'm interested to see Lil Beep Boop's strategy here as a tank. Lil Beep Boop has been consistently moving forward and getting into the back line and making XZL kind of push. Lil Beep Boop has been putting XZL on notice by making the dives, making them count, and forcing the contest here. Making XZL turn around and fight on Dead on Arrival's terms. A lot of times when a Lil Beep Boop, I've noticed, makes a certain kind of dive, they never make a dive that isn't worth it as far as like cost or efficiency goes. he pops in and tags maybe like 1 or 2, will bring down another one, and then fall back or rely on healing to stay alive and afloat here. It's absolutely clinical for a tank to know exactly when to go in and when to go out when it comes to that type of thing. Forward. Oh, it looks like Cooper's trying to dial in as much as possible. He's definitely going to need some healing right now, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to get it. Where is our Panda? Unfortunately, Panda got brought down. Nicholas also has been brought down, unfortunately. They're going to need a little bit more focus on the back line here. Stick together, stay grouped up, stay oriented, and rally as a unit, as a team. I'm sure they're doing their best to try that right now, but they're going to need to really solidify that kind of appeal. To make sure that their other teams or that their other teammates aren't left alone and isolated. From what we've seen for these past couple of games, Dead on Arrival is a team that thrives by catching you completely off guard and making sure to find and isolate you in order to get the most out of the situation at heart. Whether it's bringing down and diving their back line to take on a couple of healers, or if it's solidifying the tank and isolating them just to bring him down. And unfortunately, it looks like they're going to have a good, smart answer back to it as Mjolnir and Spawn MPL is going to be going down. Froggy has unfortunately also been brought down, as well as Little Beep Boop, and it seems to be that Buki Shadik has also gone down as Lon Flamingo is currently on fire. You're sizzling, Lon Flamingo. You're sizzling right now. Want me to serve some fajitas up here? You're sizzling so much. Damn. Staying back behind Raven, unfortunately, has been detected right now. Going to toss out some hacks as much as they possibly can, and Raven's going to go ahead and move in, get some shots in as much as possible. And can we get a hack on this? Trippy's waiting for the cooldown. That cooldown must feel like forever. I almost got that Lucio. Oh, Raven, I feel for you. I feel for you. Oh my goodness. That Lucio was within a hair's breadth of going down. Let's jump to Mjolnir and see what Mjolnir is going to be doing here for Team Dead on Arrival. As a Sojourn, monitoring that top airbomb is the best thing that can possibly be done. Sojourn is a character that absolutely lays down disgusting amounts of damage, especially when done in conjunction with a Kiriko ult just like that. With that, finds Panda, tries to try to flush Panda out of the immediate area, but Panda taking shelter behind this bus stop here, being patient, being kind, and unfortunately Mjolnir was not able to get to this health kit in time and is brought down. Very smart plays from Panda as a Ana, a healer who does not have a lot of momentum or a lot of answers. He played that smart and played that absolutely textbook. Wait for my health to come back just a little bit before I actually have to deal with you. There's no need to encourage or push or initiate a fight if I don't want to. You will fight on my terms, says Panda. And a big, nasty ult from Lil Beep Boop. What did I just say? Just like I said, Lil Beep Boop capitalizes on diving that back line, manages to help bring down 2 of XZL's healers. Lon Flamingo managing to answer back, brings down a DPS and a healer all on her own. And it looks like Cooper unfortunately is going to get brought down, and Lon Flamingo, she's going to be able to stand up. Where is she? Oh, she gets the help! Let's go! Oh, Flamingo! Wow! By the skin of her teeth. Let's go. Good stuff, Flamingo. Amazing. All right, XZL with this. They have 60 seconds to go. They just need to hold out for a little bit longer. If they could get a couple more feet on this push, that would be even better. It looks like Love Flamingo has this Kiriko's number dialed in. Gotta take shelter away from this Sojourn who's currently hunting right now, but she's got access to Genji ult, could use some kills right now and capitalize off of it. Sees the EMP come down, and we've got a nice big push and brings down the tank. absolutely phenomenal. We've got a 5-stack push and kind of a dirty team kill going on right now. And Robbie the Robot is currently working his way down that avenue. 20 seconds to go. It looks like XZL might be able to hold off and get their first win on tonight's docket for the Scrims. We're going to push a little bit further, going to 106, 107, and climbing 110, climbing even further, going forward, looking like and run strong. Very cool. Getting some dives in right now. Let's go ahead and move to Cooper since that's where all the action is. Moving forward, unfortunately, he's going to get brought down. We're holding out for a little bit longer. Unfortunately, Raven's going to get brought down as well. Long Flamingo, unfortunately, is going to get brought down. And team kill? No. I'm shocked. Okay. But we're pushing into overtime. XZL has time for, at the very least, 2 more stops here before this looks to be in immediate danger zone mode right here. Moving forward, they're going to have to play this one as smart and as close to the vest as they possibly can. All of these plays are going to have to be immaculate if they're going to have to get a hand on stopping. Ooh, clean. Looking strong as Cooper makes that dive. Sees the enemy Kiriko and gets the focus down, trying to bring down this healer. All the focus is currently on this Kiriko. We need to find this Kiriko. Brought down, no healing for them. Moving forward, gets the punch down, tries to go ahead and establish a little bit more supremacy, a little bit more contesting, and some immediacy on this. Spawn FL is unfortunately going down. Your Dead on Arrival currently has no healers right now. Oh wow! Nicholas managing to rip little beat boop out of the ult contention, and GG's. That's all she wrote. XZL putting themselves on the board and taking it at push. Very nice, Exile. Good stuff. Let's go. Really, really great round. And Cooper with the play of the game. Cooper was absolutely phenomenal with some of these plays here. Some great pushes, some great boops. Absolutely just dismantling and disrupting Team Dead on Arrival every single time that they had a room to breathe. Cooper was in their faces. Did we lose one? We couldn't have lost one. Yeah, we lost one. Oh no, where? Who did we lose? Mjolnir, Froggy, Spawn. We lost Little Beat Boop. Little Beat Boop, no! Little Beat Boop. Absolutely devastating tank. I wanted to see more tank plays, actually. More water. Maybe it could use me a bit of a talk break. That was crazy. Sheesh almighty. Sheesh almighty. An absolutely a phenomenal little opening match there. Or opening match. Third match as we hit our midway point here. Let me also... Forgive me, guys, as I had to make other slight changes here as I... There we go. Oh, forgive me. Much. I've got to do some slight adjustments on the back line. Don't look behind the curtain, chat. Don't look behind here. It's nothing but wizards and ghosts back here. Don't worry about that. Oh man, I hope you are doing absolutely well, absolutely phenomenal wherever you are. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me also, as I do some dial up and some changes here as well. Ooh, hold on. Where is the... Should be window capture? Yes, it should. Bam. Wrong photo. No. What is it? Huh. I can't find it. That's so strange. Let's just see then if I can maybe capture this instead. Would that work? No, it won't. I might just have to just force you and tell you about it then, maybe. Why won't that work? What if I do infra? Oh, here we go. Oh yeah. While we're waiting on that, guys, I'm trying to bring up a graphic to let you guys know that we have a Valorant tournament that is happening, an invite tournament here on the Discord. I'm trying to just get the info for you guys so I can properly display it for you. I'm just one of those guys who figured everything out except the stuff that I actually needed to figure out, you know? Forgive me. Is it that? This may have to do for now until I can actually remember what the control prompt commands were. Was it? It was probably Alt, right? There we go. There we go. Let's open that up just a tad. And then change that to here. Alright, let's actually hide that for now. Let's see what... There we go. Alrighty. Back on it again. We have lost Lil Beep Boop. Wherever the Beep Boops may be, may they reside awesomely somewhere. But in their place we have Pancakes, which honestly I don't think you can go wrong. You could show up to like a tax meeting where I gotta do my taxes, but if you tell me Pancakes are gonna be there, I'll be pretty stoked, right? Like, you could have Pancakes at just about any time of the day and I'm not gonna be super upset about it. Someone's like, oh, you showed up to my grandma's funeral, Rod, but I'd be like, but I brought some pancakes. They'd be like, all right, yeah, that's fine then. Sure. Okay, yeah, I respect that. That's okay. Let's see. I'm wondering if they're still... Nope, they are not on bathroom break. They are picking map right now, it appears. going to King's Row for our first hybrid
Now
map.
entering King's Row. Ready for battle.
Alrighty, let me see here. Bam. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And here. All right. So for hybrid maps are a combination of control point and payload. So the two enemy teams are going to have to initially fight for the contested control point here. Once the offensive team has managed to secure this point, a payload will emerge from this garage, at which point it will need to be pushed all the way from here through King's Row proper, past the bars, past the pubs, past the brewery stands, to the awaiting arms of the distillery slash the refinery slash the opening of Underworld. Once it hits this little pay dock here, it will need to then be moved even further into the beginning of Underworld, past the little cranulations here to this big opening payload point. Once it gets there, it's a GG's and a WW shake my hand kind of affair. Alright. So, looking at the teams, Pancakes has swapped in for Tank. They are potentially opening with Zarya, it looks like. Haven't seen a Zarya tonight. Our first sighting as well. Froggy back on that absolutely menacing Mei. Mjolnir sticking to Sojourn. Spawn FL has gone to, or staying on Lucio, and Buki Shadik on Baptiste. Your Raven has managed to stick to Bastion. Cooper on Reinhardt. Panda on Ana. Long Flamingo has gone to Mei, and Nicholas on Lucio. Forgive me, got a little bit of hips there, guys. Alrighty, let's head to the main opening site here. I've got a pretty good opening, a little bit of a preemptive dive on that Froggy. Froggy kind of proven, hey Cooper, are you acting a little froggy right now? That dive. Ooh, and the enemy team is moving in on their back line. Oh, that was so scary. With help from their Lucio, they were able to get in there and just push and kind of do whatever they needed to do. Woo! Is that no? They managed to shoot down Cooper and bring him down, saving Pancakes and keeping the energy signature flaring. That was really scary. Seeing a Zarya move at that pace, at that speed was it gave me a damn jump scare. Oh, it looks like Cooper's kind of unfortunately off on his own, and Froggy is absolutely doing what Froggy does best, walling off and isolating tanks and signature teammates here, allowing them to just kind of get devoured by Dead on Arrival's ever-oppressive offense. Absolutely putting those Mei walls to work. I'm very impressed whenever I see a Mei utilize those walls to their fullest effect, and we have been seeing Froggy do that ever since they've picked Mei in the opening round. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Let's jump over to Froggy and just kind of get a good layout on these positionings right here. I'm loving the absolute adjustment here. And a perfect wall! Look at that! Look at that! In there, isolating, find whoever that they possibly can here. Gonna isolate Panda, who's currently on their own, and get that ultimate super solid. We see the Lucio attempt to go for the adjustment and make some sort of presence, show their presence known. And unfortunately, I think that is Froggy's ice that gets toned down. Yes, it is. Long Flamingo getting killed. Your Raven is next after getting devoured, and Cooper unfortunately going to get bodied as well. That is unfortunate. A solid and tremendous play from Dead on Arrival here, who has managed to absolutely prove why they are super solid as a unified team. They are a team that's united. Like I said a couple of games ago, they're a team that is barely out of earshot from one another. Every time that I see them, they are consistently together, consistently making sure that they have all of their bases covered, all of their eyes covered, and that Mei has been proving an absolute menace. Froggy has been is worth their weight in gold to this team, as they've been able to solidify and keep this team guessing. Don't push too far, otherwise I'm going to wall you off entirely. Moving forward, and we've got a very nasty Zarya ult from Pancakes, as Froggy solidifies and finds Panda, brings down their healer, Mjolnir bringing down your Raven. Your Raven tagging out and bringing down Buki Sharik as well. And who else is left? Who else is left? Nope, nobody. They managed to kind of rally, get back together with the time for 5. They got enough time for, I want to say, maybe 1 or 2 more pushes. Though it might have to be just 1. And the hammer is going down. And the Raven is going to bring down that ult. They're going to try and just solidify or isolate that Zarya. And it looks like XCL has managed to get on that point. And I think they'll be able to take it. Oh, wait, no, there's Mjolnir with that Sojourn, letting them know, hey, guess what? This is not free. This is not free at all. We will put down as much damage as I possibly can. I will shoot as much into you as I possibly can. Some beautiful layover shots being sent over from Buki Sharik to make sure that Mjolnir can stay alive and stay healthy on the other side of that roof. I've never seen grenades get lobbed that far, but hey, it was the first time for everything. Moving forward, we've also got a really nice amount of pushing coming in from XZL as they manage to get the push here, and we see the Mei ult pop. We've got a nice push down. They have the opportunity to try and lay down some damage and bring down a couple of team members of Dead on Arrival. Mjolnir has finally been brought down. Oh, and they get the absolute crush that they need, bringing down the enemy Pancakes tank and Froggy. That Mei has been causing them absolutely nothing but trouble since the beginning of the map. Bringing that down must feel like a really good morality point or a morality win for XZL. Very, very nice, guys. Very, very nice. Moving forward, we have two, I want to say about 200 or 300 or so meters before we can actually kind of complete this map. There is the Mei wall sectioning off your Raven, but Raven, no, not Raven, forgive me, Cooper. But Cooper managing to keep on the back and back with the shield. He's not letting himself get overly exposed too much, but unfortunately, a team of a 4v1 situation is not going to be able to save him. And we're going to be having moving forward. We have the Mei. Flamingo is able to keep them back. And we've got 60 seconds left on the clock. XZL is going to have to try and rally and go for one more desperate push. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Alright, with Nicholas on Lucio, with the speed boost enabled, we're going to have to get to that point as quickly as I possibly can. I want to say we've got time for one more push before this one's all said and done. Maybe even 2, but honestly, depending on how hard that Dead on Arrival can fight and whether or not they can keep their backs safe from this enemy Sojourn here. Mjolnir has been absolutely just feeling them out. Unfortunately, that Ice Wall was absolutely perfect, countering the shatter coming from your Raven, from Cooper. Cooper getting popped with the Ana ult, charges their way out of it. Can we get any sights on Cooper? Cooper's unfortunately going to get brought down, and we've got Buki Sharik who's able to kind of keep them solidified, and I think that is going to be all she wrote, unfortunately. There we go. 101 meters. Not too bad. 1 point on the board, and we can get there. Good stuff.
Score
0-1.
Switching sides.
Switch sides. Man, oh man, oh man. Okie dokie.
Ready for battle.
Let's go ahead and see what we need here. Now, with my amateur eye, a lot of times I'm seeing Exile overly commit a lot to the pushes without really taking into effect that the Mei is ready and waiting for them. They attempted to go into 2 different and distinct directions, and Mei was ready for them on both sides. They came from the front with the gate. Mei was ready with the wall, closed it off, isolated the Rhine right here, and twice we saw them come down from above on the 2nd floor. Mei was ready. I don't know how they were able to target that one. Just some beautiful angling here. Put that wall right there on that little gap, and as soon as they had 1 or 2 people kind of spill over, the rest of the team fell down onto XZL and get the close off here. So maybe be a little bit more aware of the surroundings. Try to ensure that you're all kind of together. I keep wanting to say maybe because I want to make a Mei pun. But with what we got right now, especially from Team Dead on Arrival, who's gone ahead and swapped things just a little bit. Froggy moving from May to Widowmaker. Brookie Shadik has gone to Mercy, perhaps to assist with the Widow peeking, perhaps. It's the only kind of reason that I would guess. I'm only saying that because I believe that Brookie Shadik has been a really phenomenal Baptiste, really doing completely solid on healing and making sure that the healing has been consistent throughout and across the map. Spawn FPL, Pancakes, and Mjolnir have managed to keep their own characters. Good stuff. Raven has gone ahead and exchanged the hacking boots for a bow and arrow. Have they gone to Hanzo? Lon Flamengo, she's gone ahead and swapped over to May as well. Panda and Nicholas operating both Baptiste and Lucio respectively, and no change from Cooper on this map, remaining on Reinhardt. Maybe the simplicity of Ryan will be able to do that, but also I believe that having the shield up and ready to accept and catch any and all kinds of damage that would be coming down the main thoroughfare, the main pipeline, that will be alright. We see... Ooh, okay. Oh no, we've got a small last-minute change. Shadik has gone back to Baptiste. Maybe they argued, hey, you've been doing real well with this character. Let's just go ahead and stick with it, and you don't have to change anything right now. Very good stuff. We are moving forward as we are kind of getting a little bullied off of point right now. We're going to have to see a little bit more contesting right now if we want to go ahead and actually have some kind of say, as Cooper managing to get that shield up, get some of that healing dialed back in, and we're going to need to try and get a focus on either these healers or that tank. I would focus on any of these healers right now at that moment, trying to find, a good isolation wall from Lon Flamengo as we are able to get and bring down that enemy tank. What are we looking at here? Oh, he has a Widowmaker off on his own. Froggy kind of getting caught out of position. And if you're reaching, I'm teaching, says Cooper. Let's go. Looking really solid here. A consistent and very well done defense coming from XZL as Cooper's shield is putting in tons and tons of overtime right now. 97%. We're only a couple of hairs away from getting the full-on shatter whenever we're ready. Gotta watch that right side there as they go for the flank, but the flank was actually just a vent as it looks like Sojourn is capitalizing. What a beautiful wall placement coming from Team Dead on Arrival. Oh my gosh. I don't know if anybody else caught that. That was some fantastic stuff. A very well coordinated, kind of almost like a pincer attack, where Buki Shadik managed to place down a side switched wall, and having Mjolnir sweep in from point side with the ult more than ready to go ahead and put in as much damage on the on our team here. That was nuts. Wonderful strategy. Shatter gone down, and it looks like we might be able to get a hand on Froggy. It looks like the Baptiste ult is also going down as well, but unfortunately Mjolnir managing to bring down Cooper. Pancakes brings down Panda, and the Zarya ult is disrupting XZL's offensive line here. Mjolnir being brought down by your Raven, and Raven managing to get brought down by Pancakes, and Pancakes is just taking arrows to the dome, not even caring. Properly managed healing and shielding has been keeping Pancakes topped off and more than ready to deal out as much potential damage as they need to. Playing Zarya is a really tough job. It requires a lot of information management and a lot of foreknowledge as far as what you're looking at and where you and your team is. You need to know where your team is in order to both throw out shield bubbles and make sure that you know exactly how many bubbles you have left to keep yourself topped off and ready. Oh, and a nice May ult, managing to kind of push back, but a May ult for a May ult as Froggy has managed to disrupt our enemy team front line and gets brought down, and that is going to be not a dirty team kill, it looks like, as the payload has managed to hit the second checkpoint, and we go to a 2-1 lead here for Dead on Arrival. Absolutely devastating. Oh my goodness. Mjolnir up, testing the waters, doing a little bit of preemptive scouting, getting some damage laid in, and trying to find as many fine lines and holes as they possibly can. Oh my goodness. Water, they're talking too much. There we go. Oh. Alrighty. Froggy swooping in from the front, burns the wall that they have here, and it looks like Buki Shadik has tossed down another absolutely devastating ultimate wall, and Cooper is separated from his team. Of course, he's going to get devoured by the backline. Down goes your Raven, down goes Nicholas, and the Dead on Arrival is waiting on Lon Flamingo to come on out. Lon Flamingo, come out to play, says Dead on Arrival. And there's one last struggle as we try our best to try and hold off on this point. Who else is contesting? I'm not too sure, but that is going to be all she wrote as the hybrid map has come to a conclusion with Dead on Arrival taking a pretty consistent win there. Absolutely crazy. Real good stuff from both teams. Absolutely. Absolutely. Play of the game going to Mjolnir. It's got to be the one that's paired with the Baptiste wall. Yeah. Look at that. Backs turn. Absolutely laying down as much damage as possible, and then a nice slide in to move in and get the rest of the cleanup on that kill. Well coordinated assault right there. I feel like that's one of those it's one of those moves that you work out and you practice on a map like this, and you're just like, okay, Team Alpha Pancakes, go! And it just worked out like that. They divided their forces into a really nice pincer, put 4 of their people to go through the main area of the hallway, and they utilized the back end of that hallway as well, so they don't come out in the middle and run the risk of having Mjolnir spotted. They stuck to the leftmost side of it, made sure to stay as hugged to the wall as they possibly could, initiated combat, and then had the Baptiste lay down that ultimate wall, and then Sojourn just start laying down the lineup. And by the time that they realize that there's somebody on our backs, it's already too late. That was crazy. Good stuff. And now for our final map of the night, we are going to Flashpoint. Though, there we go. It looks like we're heading to Suravasa. Heading to where is Lifeweaver from? Is he Thai? Is he Thai? I feel like I'm wrong for saying that. Gotta double check here. Yes, he's Thai. Let's go. Also, as a reminder, once again, we've got ourselves a Valorant tournament occurring this Friday. Showed you guys the scrim image just a little while ago. We'll be having it at 6 p.m. CT, that is Central, and 7 p.m. ET for all those East Coasters like me out there. Okay. It is a Swift Play tournament. Please feel free to hit up our Discord and roll through whenever you can. And if you just want to come hang out, even if you don't want to play in the Swift Play tournament, just come join the XZL Discord. We'd love to have you. We always love seeing new faces. We love seeing people come and hang out. Come through, all right? Let's see as we get ready for battle. Flashpoint, much like... Let me go ahead and extend that. There we go. Flashpoint, much like the other maps that we had that are kind of customized to get as much play as possible. We don't play to a max of first team to get 3 points. We make trades and get as many points as possible in order to lengthen the amount of time. Because, hey, more practice, more playtime. More playtime, more fun. Right? What's the old adage that my boy Conan said? No, what was it? No challenge, no studying, no conquering, and no conquering, no victory, something like that. I forget. It's been too long since I've watched Conan, guys. It's been too long. Good movie. One of Arnold's signatures. Suravasa is definitely one of my favorite maps, but then again, I like both of the Flashpoint maps. I can't really wait until they add a new one. I would like to see one with a little bit more flair. Maybe have one set in the US or maybe even one in Canada. I want a city-oriented one. Not to say that this is not a city, but to me, this looks more like a temple. To me, really. I'm sure this. I don't know if this actually kind of resembles the cities in Thailand. I've never been to Thailand. But one with more of a urban, I guess I should say, feel, like a New York or Chicago or a Toronto or any kind of thing, you know? And Junkertown obviously also doesn't count because Junkertown is a town that is made out of garbage and trash. You can't make a skyscraper out of old coffee grinders. That's crazy. Alrighty. Okay. As we wind down, oh man, I think I'm gonna need some chamomile tea once this is all done. It's been too long since I've yapped this consistently for, what is it, 2 hours or so, I think we're at. What's our time stretch here? Oh, hey. Oh, hour 30. It feels like longer. I'm not sure why. Okie dokie, artichoke. All right, having a peek at the teams here. We've got Mjolnir still on Sojourn, Froggy on May, Spawn and Pancakes on Lucio and Junker Queen, respectively, and Buki Shadik, who's moved to Kiriko. On Team XZL, we've got Cooper, who's also gone to Junker Queen, Panda, who's jumped to Ana, Your Raven has set themselves up as a soldier, Nicholas on Lucio, and Lon Flamingo, she has gone ahead and picked Genji. Nice kind of rough exchange for XZL, as unfortunately they're going to lose 3 members of their team. Now 4, as the blistering offense set by Dead on Arrival has proven to be absolutely efficient when it comes to the picks that they need. Their enemy team synergy is absolutely off of the charts tonight. Let's go ahead and hop into... Whose boots do we want to jump into? Let's go into Raven's boots, huh? Let's go ahead. We might be, if we get a little motion sick, we'll just jump to third person. But Raven is pinpointing, finding these angles here, letting Dead on Arrival know that nowhere is safe. I see you everywhere as the enemy soldier. Letting those missiles sing, and let me tell you, as a Moira with only 200 health who's been hit by those missiles, those things fucking hurt. They do not feel good. Nicholas, unfortunately, is going to get brought down by Pancakes as well as Panda. Pancakes bringing down Lon Flamingo as well, and we're going to have some fallback from Dead on Arrival. Otherwise, they're going to lose that point. Will we be able to see a trade-off? It looks like, yep, he's going to get brought down, and he's trying to find a way out, but unfortunately, Raven's not going to be able to get that done. I see Pancakes must have studied at little beat boot school, because not a tank has happened on this team that has not made XZL turn around and pay attention to that back line. I am injuring and taking away your healers, says their tanks. You need to do something about that, otherwise I'm cutting you off at the legs right now. I'm slicing your knees off. And it looks like Pancakes is absolutely putting on a clinic right now, bringing down 2 more people. Panda moving forward with the on Spawn FPL and is getting brought down, and Raven unfortunately getting chased down by Spawn FPL with the speed boost addition, and we head to the next flashpoint. Oh my goodness. Hopping over to Pancakes' view. Pancakes is ultimate ready and on deck, as well as Spawn, who's about 3%, as well as Mjolnir, who is currently, for all intents and purposes, has the ult ready. We're 2 seconds away, 1 stray bullet away from getting that damage stack here. But we've got a ultimate of our own, says You're a Raven, who goes ahead and deals some heavy damage with that tactical. But we've got a nice counter already kind of built up here as Pancakes makes a desperate dive with their own ult. And we jump to Froggy, who's trying their best to absolutely try and chase down one of our own here. And we make the move, and Mjolnir unfortunately getting brought down by Lon Flamingo, who is still on the point. We've got Nicholas, who is holding out for a hero till the end of the night. Oh, and unfortunately getting brought down. And as this Panda, good attempt at the holdout, guys. Good attempt at the holdout. This game is so chaotic. Taro, it is hella chaotic. Do you hear my voice right now? That's me trying to keep up with it. How are you, Taro? How's everything? I hope you're doing well tonight. How's Valo going? Taro, are you signed up to our Valo Swift Play tournament? Are you gonna come show these noobs how it's done? Oh, and it looks like we've got ourselves kind of a bit of a push. Unfortunately, Nicholas is going to get kind of soloed out by this Mjolnir here. You are well. Val's always love it. You are not. That sounds scary. What are you talking about, Taro? It can't be scary for you. Alright. I'm going to let you guys in on a secret, okay? Pterodactyl says that she's scared. She's actually an immortal. I have it on good authority that she's ranked immortal on Valorant. Trust. Objective unfortunately has been lost, and we are going to have to move on to the next flashpoint. The reason why Taro doesn't want to commit is because she doesn't want to make anybody look bad or feel bad, because she's so boss at that game. Taro, what was the name of that Valo shotgun that I love so much that you always yelled at me for picking up? Setting me up to disappoint people? That just means she's just gonna fake out. That's all. We know when you're gonna what is it? When you're gonna start throwing or kind of just bagging a little bit. Like, oh, Taro's like, oh, I'm making him feel bad because I just got my 3rd ace of the game. Time to pull back just a little bit. Pushing into the 3rd point. It looks like XZL is gonna go ahead and have their hands on their point first. Let's go ahead and see what's happening in on this action as we jump to Nicholas. Oh, and the Mei ult has gone down, and it looks like Froggy was more than ready for any kind of opener whatsoever as we get the refocus in on this one. And the enemy Kiriko, can I get to the view, please? Thank you, game. Your Raven is trying to find his way into the enemy's back line, bring down as many people as he possibly can, but the enemy team has called him out, and it looks like they've gone ahead and tried to find him. Oh, and he's going to go ahead and get his eyes focused on Mjolnir, and he brings him down. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to overstand or overplay the numbers game here, as a 3v2 situation is not how that's going to work out. And with that, Dead on Arrival has managed to get that point back. I don't bother to learn the names of shotguns because they're so powerful, right? Like, you can just pick up any shotgun and it's just as powerful as like the most powerful gun in the game. It's like, oh, I picked up this shotgun. Okay, cool. I'm the winner. Taro also loves shotguns too, guys. Ooh, a absolutely devastating Mei wall from Froggy. But the heals are coming in clutch from XZL as Cooper manages to find his way back behind friendly lines and get the proper heal up here. We may need, a very, very nice heal in as we get the push in. Let's go ahead and jump into Cooper's sight views as we look. Oh, it's too much ammo right now. Pancake's managing. Who's that popping ult? That's Raven on the point. And a really nice, we bring down the, can we get there? The Kiriko trying to hold off and contest the point, get to the 96%, and we have a holdout here for XZL. All right, as we go to 66, 67, 68, 70% and climbing. You got a couple of more pushes that have to be laid in here if they're gonna want to do that. Now here's the question: do they stay on the point to help keep the push, or do they push outward to try and stall just a little bit for time to hold on to this flashpoint? Currently, officially, you could say Dead on Arrival is currently leading 2-0 right now. But if XZL manages to hold off this point, a really, really nasty blizzard thrown down from Froggy brings down Cooper, and Cooper has his eyes on Panda. Will they be able to bring down Panda? That is going to be very crucial in Dead on Arrival's push, as both of XZL's healers are now out of contention. There goes their DPS, there goes their other DPS, and now all they have to do is stand, take the point, and botched it. Very nice. 2 more flash points to get through. Woo! Dead on Arrival absolutely proving they are not dead on arrival when it comes to their playstyle here. They are all about offense, remaining alive and kicking as they move forward into the next flashpoint. Taro, if I'm not wrong, I think one of the shotguns is named like little stub or something like that. I'm not sure.
Time for the reckoning.
Whoa! And an absolutely devastating ultimate attempt from Pancakes here. Mjolnir bringing down both Nicholas and your Raven. Unfortunately, we're going to have to move just a little further. We see that we've got the ultimate being popped in on Cooper, who is fighting like the demon unleashed here, trying to bring down the other enemy, Junker Queen, and she does, along with some help from Shanique being brought down as well, as XCL manages to take this flashpoint. Good stuff. Man. Oh. Juan Flamingo scrambling. Shorty, Bucky, Judge. I think I combined Shorty and Bucky, because I feel like if you push Shorty and Bucky together, you come up with Little Stubby. And Judge. Judge is cool. Yeah, that's right, because every time you would yell at me, I'd be like, you're gonna get judged. Okay. Moving forward. Oh my gosh, Lawful is trying to find a way from this horrible May ice stream that's coming in. It is not good for Genji's, but unfortunately, Froggy has Genji's number. Froggy has everybody's numbers tonight right now, as the cold air conditioning is being spread across all teams. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to protect Buki Shadiq, and Panda unfortunately is going to get brought down. Let's jump to Spawn FPL, who's trying to stay alive, and he's not going to be able to get that done. Let's jump to Cooper, who's holding on. Managing to get a hold of Mjolnir, and they got the point. Good stuff, guys. Nice work, XZL. Get on that map. Last flashpoint is unlocked. Woo! Hooty hoo. Carry on, my wayward exiles. There'll be peace when you are done. We got one more flashpoint to go, everybody. We are going back to the middle to have a little bit of contention, see if we can do some tradesies, fight and bring down one or the other as we work our way towards the last flashpoint over here. Bam, perfect. Alrighty, let's get to we've got a enemy team, or Dead on Arrival's, oh my gosh, just an absolute disgusting amount of offense getting dumped into Cooper. But Cooper managing to kind of have the last laugh, a bit of a revenge kill from beyond the grave there. Dead on Arrival is looking absolutely super clean, though. They only lost one person in that entire exchange, if you could believe it. Moving to Pancakes' view, they're going to want to try and keep XZL out of contention and out of the limelight here. A nice wall off from Frogger. They've gone ahead and solidified and isolated Exile's tank, but unfortunately they're not going to have enough presence of mind to go ahead and make the push in. Maybe they wanted to stay big on points. Maybe they're a little bit too worried about the follow-up from the opposite end, which is what they were really fielding off to, as Raven manages to find his way inside, but it's not going to be enough. Raven, unfortunately, is going to get brought down by Pancakes, as Pancakes is moving forward, just injuring himself to get as much mileage as they can out of the beam. And it looks like, and that one is over. That is all she wrote, as Dead on Arrival takes it. A phenomenal scrim night. Woo! Oodalolly. And a play of the game from Mjolnir will close us out for the night. Man, that was a sweaty scrim. That heavy sweaty. Very sweaty indeed. Absolutely good stuff. Absolutely. Man, well, that was 5 matches, everybody. An absolutely wonderful scrim. I'm sure that we had tons and tons to take from that, tons and tons to learn. An absolutely rollicking good time had here tonight, watching these two teams just cut teeth against one another. Absolutely great. Phenomenal work all around. Let's go ahead and get y'all to the waiting room then, as we Ooh, wrong, wrong signature there. I also realized I haven't set up a mic at all there. That's completely my fault. I will do that probably after stream goes down. Anyway, thank you all so very much for joining us tonight for the scrims. We appreciate it. Well, I appreciate it definitely. Thank you so very much for the follow. Both. Ooh, who was that? That was Lil Beat Boop. Thank you. And Landon WA. Thank you so much for the follow. We really do appreciate it, and we appreciate you guys taking the time to scrim with our XEL comp team. XEL comp team, you guys did phenomenal. I'm so proud of you guys. Do not take any of the losses that we had earlier as any sort of sign of anything. This is the opportunity to grow and get better, and that's what these scrims are for. Froggy, thank you so much for the follow. Froggy, those walls were absolutely devastating. Absolutely. I was bigging you up. You were so good. That May is absolutely something I do not want to encounter ever in my life. I was super chilly just watching you play. Absolutely great. Oh man, Mjolnir, you were awesome too. Oh my gosh. Mjolnir, your sojourn is absolutely devastating. You guys were so fun to watch play. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm absolutely sure that they'll want to play with you guys again. Phenomenal. Thank you so much for scrimming with us. It was really cool. But yeah, we will definitely be back again. I believe they may have another scrim set up for next week. I don't know if they've called anybody or talked to anybody, but from what Valentine has told me, they want to try and start sticking to a schedule to scrim on Tuesdays for the following weeks. So it'd be definitely awesome to see Dead on Arrival back again. You guys were absolutely killer. Absolutely. But with that, let me see. Also, just a quick reminder once again, this Friday on the 8th at 6 p.m. Central Standard or EST, 7 EST for all of us real people. There's going to be a Valorant Swift Play tournament that's going to be happening in Exile's Discord. Please come and join us. Let me go ahead and put the young Linku in the Discord real quick. Discord into the chat. But we will definitely be happy to have you. Or if you want to come and hang out, I know they've got a Minecraft server that's open. There's a regular party games that happen, community events on Fridays. We're doing Christmas movies on Sunday, so if any of that sounds interesting to you, or if any of that sounds fun to you, please come join us. We would love to have you. With that, let me go ahead and find a person to send you guys to. Who be streaming there? Who's streaming on the Young Coast here? Tease is streaming. That's cool. We can definitely send Tease. Tease is playing Tekken 7. Yeah. Let's go ahead and send you guys on over to Tease. There's no problem at all sending you guys over there. See some action, see some fighting, and get some early learning there, right? Very cool. Alrighty, I am Radio Free Rod, your broadcasting host who is more than happy and willing to get this thing done. I cannot thank you all enough for joining me. It is really absolutely awesome to see you guys. Please, whenever you can, come see us again. We'll be more than happy to have you, and we'll be seeing you again on Friday. Until then, later days, and have a fantastic rest of your week. Night, guys.